What is up, guys? Welcome to the Computer Information Highway for your Java programming tutorial number 25.5, we're going to say. And that's just because I want to show you something quick coming out with that just came out with Java 8, and I wanted to give you a little update real quick, and that was somebody let me know that my mic was a little bit uh, it was a little bit quiet and that there was some static in the background and I just didn't notice. So I think I fixed that. If I didn't, if it's still a problem, let me know. Um, Other than that, what I wanted to show you is that we have this try catch block right here, but there's a better, more there's just a better way to do this. Now, first of all, we can clean this up a little bit. Firstly, we don't have to create a new file here. If the file doesn't exist, it will automatically create it with FileWriter. I think FileWriter will automatically create a new file for us if it is not there. Um, and it'll actually just take the string file.txt, and this is just going to be the location and the file name of what it is. Um, so we can use file.txt and true because we want it to append to the end of the file. And then it's telling us to convert to try with resources. So I'm actually going to do that. We're going to hit Alt Enter and convert. And I'm going to get rid of this try block right here, and I'm going to reshift tab this because it looks ugly, and get rid of this bracket, and voila, it's fixed. um, so I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is a lot cleaner. This is a lot nicer looking than what we had before. We were going from like 10 lines of code down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 lines of code, including our print statement. But what I wanted to show you is that this new try with block that we have that came out in Java 8 is extremely useful. And the reason for that is, first of all, because PrintWriter will now close itself. The try with block will close the object after it's done using it. It'll free all the resources it's using so that it's not storing it in memory for a prolonged period of time. So as soon as this block ends and it catches whatever it needs to, um, it closes it. We don't need to worry about it leaking any resources. And it also means that we didn't need the pw.close that was here before. So we were able to get rid of that as well. And sure. No, I changed my mind. All right, and I want to show you this is going to work exactly the same. Um, so we're going to test that out really quick. And save contact, Alex M 111222345 and let's run it again to make sure it'll also append to the end of the document like we said it was going to. So we're going to save content, Susan F, and then 222333456 So that is going to store the two people, and now I'm going to open the document. Let's see what happens. Bam. All right. It says it twice, but that's because I was testing this earlier, and I had tested the exact same situation. So don't worry about that, but it did work properly how it was supposed to. It put both of them in here, put them both at the end like it was supposed to. So we're not going to save that. So that worked exactly the same. So one of you guys might have noticed before I mentioned something with this convert to try resources with the scanner right here, and we can actually convert that if we wanted to, and it's convert it, and it automatically put the bracket here at the end. And if you go to the end of the bracket at the very top line, it'll tell you where it's coming from and the line number that it's coming from. If I hover over it, it'll go away, so I don't want to do that. But it's telling us the try scanner in, new scanner system in, and it's got the open bracket right here. And this is telling us that's where the end of this bracket is. It works with this line too. It's telling us it's at public static void display menu. So that's going to end our function. And if that's coming from our try, we can catch right here, and we're just going to catch any exception that comes up, which is just going to be called exception. And then we're just going to print out the message that they're trying to send us. All right, and we're not gonna. This isn't gonna run right now, or this isn't gonna happen in any tests that I've tried so far. Um, at least as far as the in.nextInt or in.nextLine is concerned, because whenever you're doing in.nextInt, it's only going to be looking for the next integer that you put in. If it doesn't find an integer, it's probably just going to set this choice to null, and I don't think anything else would happen. I think it would go null. It wouldn't even go through the switch statement. It probably wouldn't catch in the exception, and it would just end. It would probably just display null on the screen. So if you want, I can test that. And also, we don't need this import right here anymore because we're no longer using file. The file writer was able to create our file for us right here. So I'm going to just show that to you, and I think that's where I'll end this video. So we can, let's see if I try to type A. It just shows up as null. Yeah, so it's just showing up as null. Because it's not finding an integer there. It's just finding nothing there as far as it's concerned. So it's putting it in as null, and then nothing is working throughout here. So that's really it for our 25.5. Like I said, I wasn't going to fill out any of these functions just yet, or either of these functions just yet. So that's where I'm going to end today's, or at least this video. I will see you guys in the next video. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll get you some more Java programming projects out as quick as I can. I'll see you guys next time.